Good evening, meteorologist Dean Davison from the Weather Pros and Responding Fire. We're talking about Dorian and what's going to happen and how it could, as this models have been switching a little bit, how it actually could affect us late next week here in the area. And we're going to go over that. But let's start with the new shift models, and this is just a mess. We look at what majority of it shows, and still the majority of these models show a landfall and then a turn in something of this direction. That turn is crucial, and I'm going to tell you why it's crucial. If this system, say, makes landfall here, goes in a little bit, follows more of this orange line, and picks it up in this way, because of the increase, and you'll see this in the GFS model, the increase of wind field as the storm goes north and it weakens, you're going to see a bigger storm. So it would affect us differently. So, I mean, before we were having a landfall closer here to Lake Okeechobee. Now it seems like we're going a little further north with that, maybe Port St. Lucie or north. It's possible we can even go up now to Daytona Beach and ride along Jacksonville and turn, affecting the Outer Banks, Myrtle Beach, things like that. When you look at here, you look at the European, and it shows something very similar to that occurring. And where this turns is really important to what our forecast will be. But either way, Florida is in for it. This is a very large system and it's up to 140 mile an hour winds. Let's take a look at I want to take a look at the actual map here. Like I said before, Lake Okeechobee sits somewhere right in here. So that being said, a lot of the models now taking it somewhat like this. So anybody in St. Lucie or these counties here could be in the situation where you're going to be on the eastern side of the storm, and it'll be nasty. The storm goes a little further inland. We have Orlando. I mean, there's all types of odd things that could happen. It's still a little bit off, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Official National Hurricane Center track currently has it, and I'll pull this up also because I like using this marker. It's going to chug along. Hurricane warnings are in effect in Bahamas. Right here is going to be what happens between Sunday and Tuesday. Is this storm is likely going to come in, barely come around this, possibly this type or this type of a hook, and it could even, turn sharper here and head more of a third. But they're like pretty much what is on the dial tune after it makes landfall. Those three ideas, and that's pretty much where we're at. Florida's going to get hit. That's only center circulation. It's a very wide hurricane. So we're going to get hit. In Florida, it's going to be strong. And that is showing up on some of the models like the GFS that have, just got updated, where you would have a low pressure system here, but it expands. See, when this low goes north, it expands. So the wind field is all the way back here to West Virginia. And you're just going to keep getting this onshore flow. Heavy rainfall, usually wind. The one thing with this lower being here and not, say, over here, would be potentially the tornado threat. I'm not saying you couldn't get a tornado on this side. It's more when the storm goes to the west of the area that we get on the tornadic side of things. But as this thing moves north, like I've said before, there's always chances that when these things expand, they bump up against the mountains, which are sitting right about here, and orographic lift with a wind of an upper area can cause lift along the mountains. It's something we got to watch very closely. This is not set in stone. This would be Friday. This is not by no means set in stone. But if it does go this route, this would be a route we would see some effects from it in our local area. Other than that, please prepare in Florida. It looks like you're going to take a direct hit. No matter what, you're going to have massive amounts of rain, wind, and tornadoes in Florida by the time we get to the end of the weekend through Tuesday-ish time frame. And then we may be looking at some issues here by the time we get to the end of next week. Other than that, Be safe. We'll talk to you again soon. Meteorologist Dean Davidson. Thank you for watching.